We are designing Pokemon Goldilocks, the perfect Nuzlocking ROM hack, and today we have to answer, how many Pokemon are there? It sounds like a stupid question, but it's not quite as simple as it sounds. Yes, if a national dex existed, it would contain 1025 entries, but this number doesn't tell the whole story. As I'm sure you know, many Pokemon have alternate forms, from special hats to mega evolutions. And since Pokemon Goldilocks is a ROM hack designed to be randomized with our bespoke randomization tool, we need to know which of those forms to include. The level 1 obvious answer is to simply add all of the alternate forms to the randomization pool. This would bring the pool of possible Pokemon from 1025 to 1393, but would also create some problems. You see, not all alternate forms are the same, and if we're not careful, an enemy trainer could end up with something that shouldn't be possible. And we don't want players losing to Choice Band Crown Sword Zacian, or at least not by accident. So we need a more thorough understanding of forms, and for our randomizer to reflect that. Here's what we came up with. Certain forms will always be treated as separate species. We're calling these discrete forms. Among this group of 81 Pokemon are regional variants, Basculin White Stripe, and Eternal Flower Floette, while other forms will never be considered separate species. This not only includes forms which require some in-battle prerequisite like Elephant Hero or Zygarde Complete, but also cosmetic forms like Furfro's haircuts. And if you're a Poodle stan, don't worry. If the randomizer chooses a Pokemon that has purely cosmetic forms, it will then roll again for one of those variants. We are giving you as much variety as possible without diluting the randomization pool with 20 Vivillon patterns. There are some other fringe cases we've had to handle, like gender dimorphism and forms that depend on a held item, but the other one I want to talk about today is the out-of-battle form change. These are forms which function as a completely separate Pokemon, but can be changed by the player doing something or other outside of battle. This includes things like Deoxys, Rotom, and the Genie's Therian forms. Our randomizer treats these out-of-battle form changes differently for wild encounters than it does for trainer battles. For wild encounters, they will not be considered. If you catch a Rotom or a Landorus, it'll be base form, but you can change its form as soon as you have access to Rotom's appliances or the reveal glass. On the other hand, these forms will be considered for enemy trainers, so don't be surprised if you face off against someone with a flying lion or a refrigerator. If you want more updates on Goldilocks' development, drop a follow.